Your competitor is quietly harvesting data that you'll pay millions to match. Data isn't optional. McKinsey says data-driven firms are 23 times more likely to win customers. They're also 6 times more likely to retain those same customers, McKinsey reports. Profitability explodes. 19 times more profitable organizations emerge, burying analog rivals. Fast decisions win. HBR shows data users make decisions 3 times faster and more accurately. BCG data-driven personalization at scale drives revenue growth of 10 to 25%. MIT Sloan found data democracy boosts operational efficiency by an average of 20%. This isn't theory, it's what separates roaring winners from dusty also-rans. You can see it in startups raising sky-high multiples solely on usage data, or in giants rewriting rules, AWS, Snowflake, Databricks, addicted to your logs. Ignore it, and you're building castles in the sand as rivals dig trenches. Every industry frontier is now defined by who controls the data. Missing this moment means watching margins vanish under competitors' insights. In the next chapters, I'll show you the playbook to seize lethal advantage. Brace yourself. Data is not your resource. It's the battlefield itself. Generative AI is not hype. It's a tidal wave reshaping every market. Gartner predicts over 80% of enterprises will deploy GenAI by 2026. That's up from less than 5% just last year. Pure acceleration. Every call center, finance desk, and marketing team will tap generative models. APIs from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google are becoming as vital as electricity. Goldman Sachs estimates GenAI with proprietary data could boost global GDP by 7%. That's almost $7 trillion added to the world economy over 10 years. CEOs who ignore this will preside over value destruction, not creation. Every line of code, every sales script, every design sketch will be AI infused. If your data isn't feeding these models, you're handing your advantage to others. The question isn't if, it's how fast you can integrate GenAI into your stack. Early adopters are already automating complex R&D, legal summaries, even creative copy. This is the moment data becomes the feedstock for synthetic intelligence. Miss this wave, and you'll be relegated to yesterday's tech scrap heap. Your move: transform data into generative fuel before rivals beat you to it. GPUs aren't luxury, they're the jet engines powering data processing. NVIDIA reported $26.3 billion in Q2 FY25 data center revenue. That's a 154% year-over-year surge in accelerated computing. Every model, from vision to language, needs those tensor cores humming. Forget CPUs. The future runs on parallelism and specialized silicon. Cloud providers are battling to lock in GPU reservations years in advance. If you can't process data fast, you'll drown in it. Every millisecond saved at scale translates into millions in revenue. Chip wars are the new battleground for every AI-first company. Investors pour billions into silicon startups chasing NVIDIA's throne. Your data pipelines need GPUs, or they become a slow, leaky funnel. Legacy databases without GPU acceleration are sinking into irrelevance. Design your architecture around parallel compute from day one. Ignore this hardware revolution, and your models will never reach liftoff. In GPUs we trust, they're the pulse of modern data platforms. Amazon's recommendation engine drives 35% of all consumer purchases. It learns behavior, predicts intent, and nudges wallets open at scale. Netflix uses similar magic, saving roughly $1 billion annually on churn. Personalization isn't optional. It's the baseline expectation for modern consumers. BCG found hyper-personalization at scale boosts revenue 10 to 25%. Segmenting by age and location is child's play. You need behavior and intent. Real-time data streams let you tweak offers mid-session, mid-decision. Static campaigns? That's a death sentence in a personalized world. Your data strategy must feed models that adapt with each click. Invest in feature stores, event streams, and live customer graphs. Every personalization engine is just math over high-quality, fresh data. Low-quality logs produce junk personalization and disappointed users. Quality over quantity. Deep context beats mountains of raw numbers. Master this, and you turn browsing into buying, users into evangelists. Fall behind, and Amazon will sell your customers faster than you can blink. Delta cut maintenance-related cancellations by 98% from 2018 to 2023. Predictive analytics replaced random inspections with data-driven maintenance schedules. They maximized fleet availability and crushed delay costs. Walmart's Data Cafe processes over 40 petabytes of recent transactions every hour. They tweak prices in real time across 11,000 global stores. Operational mastery lives in the details your spreadsheets bury. Chain stores, factories, or hospitals, data is your eyes on the ground. Real-time monitoring, anomaly detection, root cause analysis become your standard toolkit. Break data silos or watch inefficiencies bleed your margins dry. Digital twins and simulation feed off accurate live data to predict failures. This is how planes fly on time and shelves never stock out. Every manual nagging task is now an automated data job. You build resilience, speed, and cost leadership simultaneously. Ignore this, and competitors will undercut you with leaner operations. Data in the dirt is where real competitive moats are forged. Gartner warns, by 2025, 70% of firms will pivot from big to small and wide data. Small datasets with rich context cut training data in half for AI models. Edge computing is the accelerator to shrink latency and boost insights. IDC says half of new enterprise infrastructure moves to the edge by 2026. Processing data close to its source means decisions happen at the speed of events. Every millisecond saved at the edge unlocks instant reactions to operations. Local analytics hubs beat monolithic clouds for urgent, high-value insights. Small and wide data plus edge equals leaner AI with bigger punch. Your IoT sensors, mobile apps, and stores become real-time data factories. If you stream everything to a central lake, you'll drown in delays. Think of data like electricity. Generate it close and consume instantly. Deploy micro data centers in warehouses, stores, and vehicles. Your edge infra is your competitive moat against global Goliaths. Implement this feedback loop and watch your velocity multiply overnight. Ignore it, and centralized giants will outpace you on every front. Statista projects the big data analytics market reaching $512 billion by 2026. That's a 13.5% compound annual growth rate locked in. Every vendor from SAP to Splunk is racing to carve out your wallet. VCs are pouring capital into every part of the stack. Lakes, warehouses, tools. Your revenue line bends upward when you monetize data beyond internal use. Data products, APIs, and insights as a service are new high-margin offerings. Look at professional services firms selling curated dashboards for 5 figures a month. Even your legacy BI licenses won't satisfy tomorrow's real-time demands. Investments in data infrastructure become strategic as market caps shift. You can't wait for budgets. You have to unlock revenue today with data. This land grab ends only when the dollars stop flowing to new ventures. If you miss your slice, you'll be bargaining for scraps later. Data is the land in this gold rush. Stake your claim now. Ignore it, and your corporate graveyard will fill with dusty servers and regrets. This market waits for no one. The time to act is today. Data lockups keep power in silos. That's a death sentence for agility. MIT Sloan research shows empowering every employee with data tools boosts efficiency 20%. Non-technical staff can run analyses without bottlenecking your data team. When insights flow freely, innovation springs from unexpected corners. But open access without guardrails is anarchy waiting to happen. Build self-service platforms, enforce governance, and automate compliance. Data literacy becomes your new competitive weapon across functions. From HR to sales, every team becomes a data-driven powerhouse. Your leadership must sponsor this shift or watch projects stall forever. Data democracy is not charity, It's your insurance policy against disruption. The next decade belongs to those who share insights, not hoard them. Ask yourself, will you be the gatekeeper or the catalyst? Fail to democratize, and your best people will vote with their feet. Success demands relentless focus on making data accessible and trustworthy. Where will you be when data democracy separates winners from dead?